Okay, let's talk about something that trips up so many people learning Japanese. You have two simple sentences. I wake up at 7 o'clock, and I will come tomorrow. But in Japanese, one needs the particle ni, and the other one doesn't. Get it wrong, and you instantly sound like you're reading from a textbook. So let's figure out the super simple rule that clears this up for good.
This really is one of those classic puzzles in Japanese, isn't it? The particle ni seems so harmless, but when it comes to time words, it trips up pretty much everyone at some point. Let's look at the exact mistake people make.
So what is going on here? Why is one of these perfectly fine and the other one just completely wrong? It feels kind of random, doesn't it? But I promise you, it's not. The answer is actually surprisingly simple, and it all boils down to just one single powerful idea. And that one idea is specificity. Seriously, once you get how this works, this whole puzzle just clicks right into place. So here it is, the golden rule. Ni is used to mark a specific point in time. I want you to think of it like putting a pin on a calendar or a map. If you can point to the exact spot, the exact day, or the exact time where something happens, you need that little ni pin to mark it. Just take a look here. 7 o'clock? Yep, that's a precise point on the clock face. You can totally pin it. How about Monday? That's a specific single day on the calendar. You can pin that too. And since they're both specific, they both need ni. Okay, so if the whole game is about being specific enough to pin, well, it makes sense that some time words are just too vague, right? They're too fuzzy. So let's look at the times when you should never use ni. And luckily, these exceptions fall into three really clear, easy-to-remember groups. First up, we have relative time words. Think about it. A word like tomorrow isn't a fixed point on the calendar. Its meaning changes every single day. Second, there are habitual expressions, which describe a routine, not just one single event. And finally, the question word for when. Every word on this list is just too vague or too mobile to be pinned down. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Those are all moving targets. Every day and every night describe a general pattern, not one specific moment. And itsu, which means when, is a question. It's asking for the pin. It isn't one itself. And boom, here's our original problem sentence completely solved. Ashita kimasu. Tomorrow is a relative word, so there's no ni. It's as simple as that. And here's a habitual expression in action. 毎晩テレビを見ます. You do this every evening, not at one specific pinpointed evening. So again, no ni. And finally, we have the question word, itsu ikimasu ka? You're asking about a point in time. You aren't stating one. So itsu will never, ever take ni. All right, so that feels pretty clear. We've got the you must use ni group and the you never use ni group. But you know, there's always a little bit of a gray area, isn't there? So let's tackle those optional cases. And honestly, this is great news. For words that describe parts of the day, like asa for morning, or general periods of time, like shumatsu for weekend, you actually get to choose. Using ni might add a tiny bit of emphasis, but leaving it out is also perfectly natural. For example, asking, what will you do on the weekend? You can say it with ni or without ni, and both are 100% correct. You really can't get this one wrong, which is a nice little relief. All right, we've got the rules down. Now let's put them to the test to make sure all this really sticks. I'm going to show you a sentence in English, and you think about how to say it in Japanese. Specifically, do you need ni or not? Ready? Let's go. First up, I eat breakfast at 7 o'clock. So think about it. Is 7 o'clock a specific pinnable point in time? Yes, it's about as specific as you can get. So you absolutely need the ni. 私は7時に朝ごはんを食べます. Perfect. Okay, next one. I will study Japanese tomorrow. What category does that word tomorrow fall into? That's right. It's a relative time word. It's a moving target, so you can't pin it down. That means no ni. 私は明日日本語を勉強します. And how about this question? When will you meet your friend? Remember the rule we had for question words? Exactly. The question word itsu never takes ni. Itsu tomodachi ni aimasu ka? You've got this. Okay, last one. This one's a little trickier because it combines a couple of our rules. She sleeps at 11 at night. What do you do here?
So here, the rule is you always follow the most specific part of the phrase. While yoru, or night, is optional, 11 o'clock is a super precise, pinnable point. So that's what gets the ni. 彼女は夜11時に寝ます.
And that's really the whole secret. The time particle ni just comes down to that one question. Can you pin it on a calendar? You know, the best way to lock this in is to actually use it. So what will you do tomorrow? Try to answer that in the comments using ashita. And of course, remember the rule you just learned. Mastering this one little particle is a huge step toward speaking more natural, flowing Japanese. Thanks so much for watching.